Hey guys, this is the first segment of Cooking with Science. Today we'll be cooking the Mexican dish called Spanish rice. Although it is a Southern American / Mexican dish, it is called Spanish rice because it came from Spain. In the 1500s, Spain was traveling around the world to find new and exotic foods. And while they were doing that, they introduced the rice to Mexico. Here we have the ingredients. First you'll need some powdered chicken bouillon, 22.18 milliliters of that. 29.57 milliliters of oil, half a tomato or 118.29 milliliters, 2 cups of water or 473.18 milliliters, half an onion, 118.29 milliliters, rice, 236.59 milliliters or a cup, a pan with a top, a knife, a mixing spoon, and a plastic cutting board. Everything I do to prepare this dish involves motion. I, while using this knife, apply downwards and pulling force. And since the onion is denser than the tomato, it should be harder to cut, and vice versa. Okay, now we're heating up the pan. And now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. And that involves free falling when I pour it in. And this is radiation. The flames are radiation. And heat is conducting in the pan, on the pan. Okay, so now you're going to add the onion. It smells nice and oniony. Okay. There's also a physical change in this. The physical change is it makes it more translucent while heating up and softer. The chemical change is the onion is sweeter. Like when you cook it, it gets a lot sweeter. And the density lessens. And while I was pouring it, it was also again free fall. Okay, so now we're gonna add the rice.
How many cups?
There is 2 cups. And while I pour the rice, that is free fall. There's also a chemical change. The oil and the heat change the flavor of the rice. And you should keep mixing and sauteing this until it gets brown. So now we're going to add the tomato. This is free fall, once again. Now we're going to mix the tomato and saute it for about 1 minute. Continue around. And its physical change softens thing and breaks down. The density lessens, and now we're going to add the water. Be careful, because it jumps together. This is free fall. Now bring the water to a boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. And this is convection. The bubbles in the mix are rising and sinking. And it's also a phase change, how the water is turning into steam. Now we're going to add the chicken bouillon. It adds the chicken flavor and it's really good. Okay. Now we're going to mix it. We got to get it everywhere. Just try to spread it out evenly. Mix it around a little. Bring it to a simmer. Let it simmer for 15 minutes with the top on. Okay, so over the top. Stir it around a little, make sure it's consistent. And serve. Oops.